Hello everybody, welcome back and welcome to a very different video on the channel. So today's video, as you can see from the notes, or maybe you can't see the notes from there, but today's video we're going to go at a sort of 5-set review all at once of all the 2020 Speed Champions sets. So in case you want to buy one for Black Friday or for Christmas or for yourself or your kids, whatever, we're going to go over which is the best set, which is the worst set, which one you want to buy depending on who you're buying it for. So we have multiple categories here, as you can see. And before we start, I should point out that I do own all these sets, so I'm not just getting this information off the internet. Some information I did get, however, is the price per part number from brickset.com. You can go check them out at the link in the description. I highly recommend you do. It is a very good website. Keep track of your sets there. I keep track of my sets there, and you can go check it out at the link in the description. So we will start by saying that it has been a very long time since these sets were released. I'm kind of surprised there has not been a second wave of Speed Champions this year. It was about this time last year, in fact, that I saw the 5 sets in a display case at the Los Angeles Auto Show. Here's a picture of what that looked like. But I saw those sets, and today I own all 5 of them, and we're going to go over all of them. Now, obviously, if you've seen recent videos of the collection, you know that not all 5 are built. In fact, they're all either very heavily modified or turned into other things. However, I did own them long enough to get an idea of how good the sets were. So, today we're going to start by just going over all the different details, and we're going to provide you some pictures here so you don't get bored of looking at my notes, which are kind of messily written here on this board. So first we'll start by looking at the number of parts, the price, and the price per part, which, as you can see, for the sets right here, we have 5 sets. We have the Ferrari F8 Tributo, Nissan GTR Nismo, the Audi Quattro S1, the Jaguar Formula E Car and I-Pace E Trophy, and the Lamborghini Urus and Huracan Evo Super Trofeo. So, the number of parts in each set: 275 for the Ferrari, 298 for the Nissan, 250 for the Audi, 565 for the Jaguar, and 663 for the Lamborghinis. I almost wonder if the 63 Lamborghinis is a secret reference to the year Lamborghini was started. Not sure about that. But the price for each set. Now, as you can see, the 3 individual cars are $20 a piece. Good price. The Jaguar set, 2 cars for $30, which, as you can tell, is actually a pretty good price, compared to the single car sets. The Lamborghini set, however, is $50, which makes it a good deal more expensive and not as good value compared to the others. Now, the price per part. They have 7.3 cents for the Ferrari, 6.7 for the Nissan, 8 cents for the Audi Quattro, 5.3 for the Jaguars, and 7.5 for the Lamborghinis. So I kind of expected the Lamborghinis to have it worse, but there are a lot of parts to the Lamborghini set. So the worst price to part ratio actually goes to the Audi, which I was kind of surprised with, at 8 cents per part, which is 0.5 cents more than the Lamborghinis. The Lamborghini comes in second worst, and then third is the Ferrari. The best is the Nissan GTR, which comes at a good deal of parts for its size. So my general opinions on each of these sets is that the Ferrari is a very new car, being the F8 Tributo, quite a recent Ferrari, and quite a nice car in real life. It's a great build. There's quite a lot of advanced techniques inside of it, and it will definitely teach you some Lego building techniques. But it's somewhat reliant on stickers due to the headlights being stickers, and obviously you can't with this kind of set, they're very small headlights, so there's an excuse you could probably make for the headlights. The Nissan GTR Nismo. Now, as we went over in the previous video, the GTR Nismo is not necessarily a GTR Nismo in real life, as one you could buy from the Nissan dealership, which is a $200,000 very high spec Nissan GTR, but the Lego set is actually a drift car Nissan GTR, which, as we showed in the previous video, looks quite a bit like an actual Nissan GTR drift car in real life. So that kind of is weird that they didn't call it a drift car, but never mind that. So it's a nice idea, but it would be better as a stock GTR Nismo. In fact, Hugh on brickset.com, he showed what it would look like if you got a GTR set and you were to not put any stickers on it and replace the black parts with white parts, so you have a completely white GTR Nismo. And I tried that myself. Here's a picture of what it looks like. As you can see, it does look very good, and I would have preferred Lego went a stock GTR. This looks slightly awkward in some places. The rear end's done very well. The front end, it relies on stickers for the headlights, and if you look at it straight on, you can't see the headlights. There's some definitely not perfect, but it's not a bad representation, but definitely is kind of awkward, and it is very reliant on stickers, at least the original set. Now, obviously, if you take the stickers off and you make it to a stock GTR, the stickers don't matter as much anymore. But if you just build it the way it is in the set, then you're going to have to use all those stickers to create that drift car livery, which obviously is necessary to create such an advanced livery, but perhaps it's a little bit too many stickers for a Lego set. We could have done, like I said, with stock GTR. Now, the Audi Quattro, in my opinion, is the best set of all 5. It's okay build. There's nothing really overly advanced inside of it. It is not reliant on stickers, considering all the lights are actual physical transparent Lego pieces, and you don't really need stickers unless you want to create the race livery, so I do have the stickers on mine. So the Jaguar set is the best deal, considering you get 2 cars for 1.5 times the price of 1 car, or a single car set, and it makes it a very good value, especially if you want to buy some for parts, because this set comes with some excellent parts, a great deal of medium Azure parts, which, as you can tell, if you see my videos previously, they went into the Dodge Challenger MOC, as you can see right here. Definitely a really nice color, very eye-catching. Comes with a good selection of black parts too for insides of your models. And neither your model is reliant on stickers, which is nice. The Formula E car does not have any headlights, and the I-Pace has actual physical Lego headlights, which is very nice. Now, most cars are not super recognizable in real life. In fact, I don't think many people will know what a Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy is. I've seen it one race in the series, and it's not the most interesting thing ever to see electric SUVs racing around. It's kind of funny, but not something you'd stick around to watch for too long. It gets kind of boring after a while. And the Formula E car is okay, but I would have liked the Formula 1 car better, maybe next year. So the Lamborghini set, it is the worst deal, because considering you pay $50 for 2 cars, when technically, if you compare to these prices, you should pay $40 for 2 cars. It does come with some accessories, but it comes with just as many accessories as the Jaguar set, and yet it is $20 more, which makes it kind of strange. I assume the Lamborghini name, which has returned to the Lego brand, is why it's such an increased price tag, but I'm not entirely sure. Now, the Urus is very cramped on the inside, it only seats 3 minifigures and not very well, and it's extremely wide for its size, which doesn't look perfect, but the front of the Urus is built very well. The Huracan is nice, but it's very reliant on stickers to create the Super Trofeo design. Now, if we look at accessories in the sets, the Ferrari F8 Tributo comes with an excellent minifigure with helmet, as you can see right here, and he has a very nice Ferrari shirt and a jacket on that. In the Nissan GTR Nismo set, we have a Nissan GTR driver, and he's wearing a Nissan racing suit, and it comes with a helmet and hair. In fact, all these minifigures in the new set come with a helmet and hair, which is very nice. It's something that's an upgrade over the 6-stud wide-speed champions from the previous years. The Audi Quattro comes with a very nice minifigure with helmet, and he's got an Audi racing suit. The Jaguar set comes with 2 very nice minifigures with helmets, plus a starting lights. The Lamborghini set comes with 2 okay minifigures. They're not the most, they are wearing Lamborghini race suits, but they're not the most detailed minifigures ever. And it comes with a set of start lights. So for part selection, as for what parts come in the sets, if you were to just not build them at all and just sort them into your collection, what would be the best set for parts? Now, the Ferrari has a good selection of parts with the new Speed Champions parts, the new windshield, which only comes in 2 sets, one of them being the Ferrari, and a good deal of red parts. The Nissan GTR comes in a good selection of parts. It's got the new Speed Champions parts and a good deal of white parts. The Audi Quattro comes in an okay selection of parts with a bunch of new Speed Champions parts, but not much else. The Jaguar set comes with an excellent amount of parts, a good amount of medium Azure parts, a good amount of new Speed Champions parts, and a good amount of black parts to build the insides of your models. Now, the Lamborghini set comes with also a great selection of parts. It comes with a good deal of lime green parts on the Urus. It comes with a good bunch of new Speed Champions parts and a bunch of black parts from the Huracan and inside the Urus. Now, for the execution of how Lego actually did these cars. Now, the Ferrari, they did it very well, especially on the back of the end of the car looks very good. The Nissan GTR is okay. It looks awkward in some places in the design, but it's hard to, if you know what it is, it's hard to mistake it for anything else than the Nissan GTR R35. The Audi Quattro has the best execution in my opinion. It looks very realistic and it's very recognizable. The Jaguar set is good. The I-Pace front is especially good. I always like it when Lego does these advanced car details. The Formula E car is a very nice design, but it's not. Neither one is very recognizable, because in real life you don't really see them that often. The Lamborghini set is okay. The Urus is very wide and the interior is very spacious for how big it is. The Huracan is a very bland color scheme. It is mostly black with gold stripes. It is very nice and classy looking with the gold stripes, but even then there's quite a few. If you look up the Huracan Super Trofeo race series, you'll see there's quite a few more brightly colored ones, and one of the more brightly colored ones would have been nice as opposed to this very common parts color. It is somewhat recognizable. The Urus is going to be more, in this case, the Urus will be more recognizable than the Huracan, because the Huracan is just kind of bland. Now, as to how cool these sets are, the Ferrari is bright red, and the bright red, I think most people will think it is a Ferrari, and that they'll think it's cool. The Nissan GTR, like I said, looks awkward, but it is cool if you know what it is. It's a Nissan GTR. Now, the Audi Quattro is very cool, but mostly if you know what it is, not a lot of people are going to know what it is, unless they know what Group B is. But if you're a car person and you know what Group B rally is, it's very cool. Now, the Jaguar set is not very cool at all, considering how many people watched the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy. If you actually did watch the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy racing series, please leave a comment, because I do not know anybody that watched it, because if you did enjoy it, that's good, but I'm not really sure how many people enjoy watching electric SUVs go around a racetrack. And then the Formula E car, it's a nice idea, especially if you know what Formula E is, but it will most likely get mistaken for a Formula 1 car by non-car people. Typically, Formula E is not really very well known, even to car people. Now, the Lamborghini set. Now, the Lambo, if people know it's a Lamborghini, they're just going to assume it's cool. The bright green Urus is very cool, and the Huracan, like I said, it's kind of bland. So, I have figured that the best set for display is the Audi Quattro and the Ferrari F8 Tributo, because they are both done very well. The best for play is obviously the Jaguar set and the Lamborghini set, as they contain 2 cars and some lights to start the race, so you can play around those. That would be fun. The best for adults, say if you want to display them, or if you just want to have them around, like show them off, then that would be Audi Quattro and the Ferrari F8 Tributo, because obviously they are, like I said earlier, they are the 2 most realistic ones, and they are also probably well known to car people, being the Ferrari F8 Audi Quattro is very well known to car people. Now, obviously, most of these would be recognizable to car people, but the fact that they are, like I said, the best looking would make them very nice to show off and display. Now, the best value would be all of them except the Lamborghini set. I assume that the Lamborghini set is overpriced because of the Lamborghini name, which has just come back to Lego after a couple of years. Now, the best parts would be in the Jaguar set due to the large quantities of parts in black and medium azure. So the best sets overall, I'd say, are the Ferrari F8 Tributo, the Audi Quattro, and the Jaguar set.